We are live from the underground. literally, literally live from the underground. So hopefully everyone can hear us. Yeah, that shows up. Of course, we might give it a few minutes, let people show up. So today, yeah, we're just gonna say hi to everybody, see what's going on around the world, and we can talk about certain things. Like fires and meteors, hurricanes, tornadoes, volcanoes, all these kind of things. So, I guess we'll wait for a couple people to get in the chat. We haven't gone live very much, so we thought we'd go live today. Probably do it more often too, depending how many people we get in here and talk. Because I would like to talk about what's going on in the world, like catastrophic events that are happening. A lot of cities getting swept away, earthquakes just demolishing just by cities. Every day a city's gone. So we'll give it a few minutes, get some people in here, yeah, and see if we can get some world news going on. See what's going on in your neck of the woods. So yeah, a lot of fires going on in the world. There's this app called Zoom Earth. Gives live fires and stuff like that, hurricanes, stuff like that around the world. Now, if you go onto that app, Zoom Earth, there's a it's kind of like Google Earth, but a little different. It talks about like the wind, temperatures, hurricanes, stuff like that. But yeah, there's a lot going around the world. The world is on fire. In case you haven't noticed, like literally on fire. Your skies are turning more red. You know, like there's a lot of chaos, chaotic people, a lot of stuff not on the news. Just pushing their narrative. Like shootings and school this and that. Phoenix, come here, boy, boy. Damn it, the babies. Damn it, babies. You want to say hi? Phoenix. All right, hold on, everybody. Come here, babies. Go to mom.
Come here, boys.
Come here, Phoenix. Come here, somebody. Human Spike. Let's see what's going on with these boys. Yeah, well, they're playing and having fun. So we're coming live from the underground. This right here is what we built since our trailer got destroyed. So we built this place underground. That's all solid rock and adobe. So yeah, 6 feet. We are 6 feet. We're doing the ceiling, putting up metal. Here's our ceiling, and yeah, we're gonna make it strong.
Simba.
Chimbus. Oh, he want belly rubs. Do you want belly rubs? So yeah, there's a lot of fires and everything going on in the world, and a lot of destruction. And I believe that a lot of people are getting distracted with this politician stuff. So here's the entry. This here is gonna be another bedroom. I gotta dig it down. It's gonna go all the way out to that railroad tie out there. It's gonna be a bedroom. But yeah, there's the underground house. Hello, everybody. Say hi in the chat if you'd like. So we don't know how to go live too often. We know how to go live, but I just don't know how it works all the way yet. So, hey, Sparky.
What's up, Sparky?
How you doing? Sparky, the Canadian Patriot. How you doing?
Phoenix.
Schumann Spike. So, you guys want to watch this? It's called the Schumann Spike. Schumann Spike. animals are acting chaotic. So, yeah, I'm going to go get my laptop later, and I'm going to show you guys some stuff on, ISWA. We'll check out some ISWA. We'll check out some fires that are going on around the world, stuff like that. We'll even check out hurricanes and tornadoes. Boys, calm down. Well, unfortunate event with these puppies. They're just going at it. Boys, come here. Come here, boys. Y'all stop. Y'all play nice. So yeah, we just went live on TikTok, and we got restricted for smoking tobacco.
Can you believe that?
Somebody flagged me for smoking tobacco. Just wait until I start smoking weed on this thing, man. Anyway.
We'll probably get restricted for that too.
Oh yeah, all is pretty well. It's decent. Got struggles like anybody else. It's just hard times for everybody. But shoot, we make do. Look at our underground. Solid walls and stuff. Good for insulation, by the way. When your walls are like 100 miles in every direction, insulated by dirt, well, it stays cooler. During the heat, and it stays warmer at night. We even got a swamp cooler, just in case.
And a wood stove for the winter.
Got a wood stove, all that good stuff. Boys, human spike. So yeah, go to Zoom Earth. It's an app you can download for free and all that stuff. And I'm not promoting or this or that. It's just something I use. And it's a good app to have for fires, hurricanes, and it's supposed to be live, allegedly,
They're making it dusty up in here.
Boys. Guess we'll let them go outside and play here pretty soon. Yes, we are underground. Show enough. We are show enough underground. Would you like to see a little tour? Alright, so some unfortunate events occurred and led us to have to build this place underground at our house because our trailer got demolished. I was gone for a few years and the weather just took a toll on our trailer, so we built this place underground. So we are 6 feet. Bam! These are solid wall adobe. It goes about 3 foot, and I made the mud and filled it up. So we put chicken wire. Boys, can you chill out? Can you chill out? Their dad is a Anatolian Shepherd, and the mama is a boxer.
She sadly passed away giving birth.
Yeah, she passed away giving birth. But we got 3 beautiful boys out of it. We kept 2, and our neighbors got 1. So, but yeah, this is our underground house, right? So we're doing the ceiling. We're just using these right there, to do the ceiling and stuff. And then I'm gonna do the walls the same stuff. I'm gonna do the walls. And then we're gonna put in a wood floor. So, well, thank you. Look, we even got a cooler. I gotta fix this box thing. But that's a cooler up here. Turn on the water. Bloop, bloop. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so we got a swamp cooler. Don't really use it that much. Like, yeah, it stays cool in here, and put up these railroad ties for the roof. Ran an extension cord for power since, we're connected to the grid, unfortunately. We're trying to do solar. We got a wood stove over here. See if we can check this. Outside a little bit. So, this area is going to be a hallway. I got to dig this deeper. because I want this roof. These right here are gonna slap down in an angle, and then this right here is gonna be where our roof is at, so it's not sticking up as high as this. You know what I mean? So here's my door I'm working on. This right here is gonna be a bedroom right here. I gotta dig this down probably another 6 feet. I'm gonna dig it all the way out to right over here to where that railroad tie is, and it's gonna be a bedroom. And this right here is gonna be our living room that you just saw. Bam. So we're gonna be underground. Here's our trailer that got destroyed, as you can tell. Guess we can take a walk over there. Yeah. Gotta build a room for the washer and dryer and stuff like that. But yeah, I was gone for years. There's the room, the house underground, most of the way at least. So yeah, we was gone for a few years, and we came back, and the wind just destroyed the trailer. Walls are buckling. It's not safe. You know, look at that. The walls are just caving in. These right here all snapped. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them snapped. And yeah, got trees in the desert. Check it out. Trees in the desert. Yeah. Yep, we are building a house. Because we came after me and my wife got together, and I didn't tell her about my property for a while because I wanted to make sure, you know, she loved me. And then tell her about the property. We came out here and look at this. Our trailer was just demolished. Roof's caving in. It was out here for about 10 years, you know. So we don't stay in here. We got holes in the floor. We got roof buckling in. It was just a mess. So it took me about 3 months before winter time. Look at this. All just falling apart. Probably not even safe for me to be in here. I don't know. So, yeah. Yeah. So we're just doing what we can with what we got. But yeah. So this all happened. So I had 3 months to provide a place for my wife and me and our animals. Because winter was coming. You know, we're in northern Arizona. It does get cold and it does snow. So, I mean, like, what can you do? You know? So, I had a job. And you know how that goes nowadays. It's hard to keep a job because the world is going to shit. I'm on the top of my roof right now. There's our cooler. There's a greenhouse. There's our van. Even our van broke down. Our transmission went out. So, yeah. Old Camaro don't work no more. That's the neighbor's car. Broke down. Camper, you know, demolished. Got trees, at least, you know. But, yeah, here's the roof to the house. Jump down. So, this right here is all solid. My dogs can't even dig through this. Like, this right is all solid. But, it will be fixed one day, you know. I'm slowly working on it. It's tough. It's a lot of hard dirt. All I'm using is a shovel, broken old shovels, because can't afford shovels. So, yeah. Just imagine what you can do when you put your mind to it. And, yeah, you know. So, yeah, this is what I decided to do. Is build this beautiful place that me and my wife can call home. Yeah, phones be dying quick as heck. Yeah, we are really in the middle of nowhere. Like, legit. We are in the middle of the desert. Like, the closest city-wise, would be Flagstaff, and that's about 45 miles away. And then the nearest town is Winslow, which is about 12. Well, it's 8 from the highway.
Yeah.
So once we leave our house and get to the highway, then it's about 8 miles exit to exit. And Winslow's a small town, so that's good. But yeah. Yeah, we like the city. City's okay, but man, there's gonna be a lot of craziness in the cities. You know, if you believe in any of these writings or teachings and stuff, they say leave the cities and leave the towns. You know what I mean? It says flee to the desert, right? Like flee to the wilderness. You know, in other words, go somewhere where there's not a lot of people. You know, get you a handful of some loving people that that are truthful and loving, good energy. You know, and just get that negativity out. You know, just yeah, because people with negativity bring destruction. You know what I mean? They bring destruction. So, but yeah, I mean, like, there's a lot of cool things in the cities, but man, we got well water out here. Tastes good. Now, how often do you hear that? Because I recall growing up and stuff like, oh, how's the water taste? Tastes like water, I guess, because it ain't really got a taste to it, right? Unless you add sugar, salt, whatever. But for the majority, you drink a bottled water, you know, or jug water from town, you either got a chlorine taste or you can't describe it because there's like no taste really. You know what I mean? It's just wet, you know? Well, we got well water and we can taste it. And it tastes amazing. It makes you feel good. It doesn't make you all tired and sluggish.
Makes
It's actually,
you feel younger.
yeah, and it's good for like, you know, I have bad teeth. So when I drink my water out here, I don't get infections and stuff like that, you know? But when I drink bottled water and stuff like that, man, I'll have abscessed teeth like crazy. It's amazing. And it feels good on my body. You know, I can soak in our well water, and man, it just, my body's relaxed. It's not all salty water. It's drinkable, good water. So we're about 750 deep inside the water pool. So good water, not salty. But yeah, so there's just a lot of going on in the world. You know, your sky's turning red in case you haven't noticed. There's multiple suns in case you haven't noticed. Got blue sun, red sun, blue Kachina, red Kachina. Some people call the red sun, you know, Planet X. Some call it Nibiru. Some call it this. Some call it that. Some call it Planet Hell. I like that one. So I notice a lot of people, they talk about HARP and all this stuff, right? HARP, DARP, all these different things, CERN, you know. And a lot of people believe, now I'm not absolute on this, but this is my opinion, okay? So entertainment purposes only, I guess, right? I believe they're using these weapons, right? They call them weather weapons and so on. So I don't fully believe that they're using it for wars and stuff, at least to the extent that people think, right? And so this right here is what I think. I think that there's a catastrophic event that's going to happen, and that these other planets and suns are coming in, and they're super close. I mean, they're close. You can see it, the red ball right there by the sun every day. At least I do. I got recordings of it. It's there. But I believe like there's a destruction coming, right? People call it judgment, this, that, reset, whatever. Alright, so I believe that they're using these weather manipulations and stuff to prevent the destruction from what it would have been. Example, say that there's an earthquake, right? 7-pointer. Like, that's been going on almost every day around the world, right? There's somewhere in the world every day there's like 6s and 7-point earthquakes, alright? So let's just say if they, you know, as soon as one of these earthquakes goes off, they automatically jump to, oh, you know, it was a weather machine, it was a weather war, weather manipulation, da 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 da. Okay, yes, but I don't think it's for war. I don't think they caused it. I think what they were doing was they're trying to prevent certain catastrophic events. All right. So if there's a 7-point earthquake and they activated their machine, right, did whatever, send sound waves, signals, zap this, do whatever, right? I think that that 7-point earthquake would have been way more devastating. So that's my opinion on that matter. You know what I mean, about this weather war stuff. Now, I'm not saying that they can't use it to stir or drift, you know, disasters here or there, because to be honest, you know, these leaders and stuff, it's a war against people. You know, like where they say like the war in Ukraine, war in Russia, China, this, that, North Korea, America, this, that, Canada, this, everyone's going to war, man. Okay, yeah, I believe that, all of them are in cahoots, you know what I mean? And, oh, no, I'm not saying CERN's trying to prevent anything. That was thrown in there, with different stuff. CERN, I believe, is a key, you know what I mean? And they're trying to unlock, which they are, I believe, is unlocking portals, and, they're trying to bring hell to Earth. That's what I think CERN's doing, alright? They're trying to unleash, things from the depths, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking more like HAARP, you know what I mean? And like I was saying, like I don't think that it's all toward preventing, you know what I mean? But I think they're buying themselves time. Alright, so if there's a judgment, let's just say, alright, for entertainment purposes only kind of thing. Yeah, like the movie The Mist, right? Matter of fact, I was watching who was that? Jay Dreamers, right? And he did a breakdown on The Mist movie. And I like Jay Dreamers, he's got a lot of cool ideas. You know what I mean? I like the way his mind thinks, Plasma apocalypse, right? And that's that red, And I believe it's also red iron oxide dust too. And yeah, so I believe like tornadoes and especially like earthquakes and hurricanes, right? I think like they're slowing these things down to give themselves more time on this world, right? To deceive people. That's where I'm at on it. I believe they're trying to deceive everyone and keep people out of their bunkers so that they're safe. You know what I mean? And that's why they have these political debates and all these different things that come to light, and then they cover it up, like the Diddy thing, I'm not saying it's not true or this or that. I believe very well it's true. But I don't think it's something that I would focus 100% on, and like I'll allow myself to be aware, right? So when they talk about the Diddies and this and that and the school shooting, and like all these things, like yeah, I'm not saying they're all staged, but a lot of them, there's a good huge possibility they're staged to distract you, just like Dark Moon Goddess said. How you doing, by the way? Glad to see you in here. But yeah, so it's all, to me, I believe you're right, it's just distractions, because they're all preparing for a catastrophic event, because we got multiple suns and planets coming in. I call it judgment. You know what I mean? And they don't want you to know, or they don't want you to overtake their bunkers if you knew what was coming. So if you knew that there was a destruction coming, I'm pretty sure you'd be looking for a place to hide, which would be these bunkers, right? So they don't want their bunkers overtaken, so they're going to distract you while millions of people are just dropping. I mean, like they have we're having floods. Okay, so if you look online, you could just Google this stuff, right? There is cities that are just swiped away every day, and not many people talk about it. Now, I'm talking about a lot of cities, skyscrapers, like thousands upon thousands of people swept away daily, might I add. Daily, people are just swept away, whether it's a flood, whether it's tornadoes, hurricanes, earthquakes, volcanoes. How much of this do you hear on the news? Like, yeah, you hear like, oh, this volcano went off, and and then they turn around and say like, oh, but there's only about 5 or 6 people that died, maybe 50 or something, and like just a handful is missing. Okay, I just watched skyscrapers collapse. Apartments, right? Not like cities, buildings, for like government stuff or this or that. I mean, apartment complex skyscrapers demolished, more than one at a time, and they're like, oh, only 50 people died. Like, how many people do you believe are in one skyscraper? And I doubt they got evacuated, at least all of them, you know what I mean? Because I'm like a lot of people too, I'm stubborn. But there's just so much going on, and people are talking about Trump and, Kamala and the borders, which is important, alright? Don't get me wrong about the borders, because that is important. That's another distraction that they're keeping you from, because they got all these illegal immigrants in here, Like, I'm not racist or this or that, you know, like, I'm for everyone being free to live or be where you want to be. All right? But when you're causing chaos and disrupting people's happiness, well, then that's a problem. You know what I mean? And we need to be aware of these things to protect each other. So, my advice is, like, talk to your neighbors. You know what I mean? I mean, there's a lot of people in the cities, towns, even in the middle of nowhere. They've lived right next to their neighbor for years, and they haven't sat down at each other's house and just had a conversation and stuff, you know, like it used to be. Like when I was a kid, we'd have block parties, basically, you know, without the parties. Well, I guess you'd call it party. More like barbecues and stuff like that, you know, like just neighborhoods coming together, having barbecues, and you know, it didn't matter the race, you know, it was everybody, you know, like everyone would be like, oh, what's going down there? I hear music and dancing and shoot, let's go check it out. Nowadays, man, you can't even have your volume to a certain height, and then people are out there. Uh, Excuse me, Mr. Officer, we're having noise disturbance, and I think there's fighting and drinking and drugs and da 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 da. It's like, well, how do you know they're not just having a good time? It doesn't have to always be drugs and violence. People just come together sometimes and just they just want to know how things are going. How's your neighbor? How's your friend? You know, let's all get away from the distraction and all this chaos and, you know, stress, and just let's just remind each other of how great we really have it just to have a few friends, you know, and family around. But, yeah, so a little bit later, I'm going to grab my Chromebook. It's at my neighbor's house across the street right now. So I'm trying to learn how to do a video and show you guys what I research or things that we could research together. You know what I mean? We can check out, give opinions on. I've been wanting to do this for a while, quite a while. And I've had multiple channels, you know, and they've been, you know, taken down. And I wasn't even that high in thousands and thousands and thousands of subscribers or nothing. And they, you know, shut me down because of what I talked about. So I gotta be cautious on some of the things that we talk about, you know. And so yeah, I'm gonna get into more lives so I can, you know, communicate with the audience and say hi and see how everyone's doing and get to know each other. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna get my Chromebook and we're gonna start doing some lives, and I'm gonna show you guys some of the things I, you know, view or check out or whatnot, and hear your opinion on it. You know what I mean? Because I researched almost all day long.
Hi.
This is my wife Cheyenne. Come join the party, honey. Let's go a little bit. There you go. So they can see you. Your wife is catching up on the feed.
Yeah, I was feeding our pups. Anatolian Shepherds and
Boxer mix.
little boys.
Yeah, we got 4 big old dogs. Well, 2 of them's huge. And then we got 2 of their puppies here. All boys.
Hi, Dark Moon.
She's a little shy.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't done live too much. But yeah, so that's what I want to get talking about. All these distractions and stuff, you know? Because the world is turning into hate. You know, I don't like it, you know? Don't hate, appreciate the fact that you're not a hater. You know what I mean? But yeah, I would like to get to know the chat. Some of my subscribers. I ain't got a whole lot on this channel. I don't use my other channel too much because well, money problems, I guess. So, and the only way I can get on my other channel, which is Truth Skywatcher 2 on YouTube, and The only way I can get on there is through my Chromebook because I'm logged in on it, and I have the right password. I tried to change my password. I tried to get into my account, and I can't do it only on that Chromebook for some dang reason. I'm like locked out of my stuff. Excuse me, locked out of my stuff. So I created this channel with my wife, and yeah,
This one's supposed to be. This channel is supposed to be about our chickens and
ranching stuff.
Yeah, the ranching stuff
But
and
yeah, it kind of
animal
swerved.
life.
It kind of swerved off into petroglyphs and ancient stuff that we've been finding, which is
We had to
really
give
cool.
2 of our chickens to our neighbor, and one of them just up and left, like
Well, it didn't up
disappeared.
and leave. It just
Disappeared along with her eggs. Her eggs disappeared as well.
Yep, bunch of weird stuff. Look out, Simba. Come on, buddy. Come here, Simba. Simba's getting too big, huh? But yeah, so there's a lot of fires, a lot of destruction going on. So a lot of distractions. So I believe that there's a catastrophic event that's coming, and I don't fully recommend going like 50 feet deep and all that stuff because that's gonna be your tomb probably. How you gonna dig out of that one? In case you get stranded, there's a lot of debris up here. So our underground house is ground level, So we dug about 6 feet, a little more than 6 feet, and our roof sits right there at ground level and covered with dirt, like a hilltop, so that wind and stuff just go right over us. And if there's a lot of destruction up there, whether it be debris or whatnot, we could simply dig out. We keep a shovel in here and one of those pick hammers. So all we have to do is just reach to the roof and just go through the wall right there and dig ourselves out really easy, But yeah, so I just really would like to talk about what's going on in the world with these disasters and stuff. And I believe that the distractions, are abundant, and a lot of people are lost. I'm lost on a lot of things too. I don't know everything, but I do know like there's a lot of trickery going on in the world, and I don't like it. And a lot of people, I believe, don't like it. And the problem is we're fighting each other instead of the ones that are causing the destructions and stuff. And we're all part of it. We all had a part in it. So I think the destruction, the reason why things are getting worse in the world is because we have developed a world where we believe, not everybody, all right, entertainment purposes only, nothing's absolute, but I believe that the world decided to love hate and to hate love. And that's why these catastrophic events are happening because of negativity. You know what I mean? So, school, and being taught all this nonsense, academics and shit, excuse my language, taught us to be opposite and backwards and imitate what we see on TV, music, stuff like that, and be things that we are not. You know what I mean? And instead of finding who we are and realizing how powerful, how smart, and loving we are, they want us to believe that we're all just hateful and that we're worthless and that we have to be anything. We have to be anything in the world as long as it's not ourselves. And that's where the problem lies. Right? So truth hurts. Truth hurts. Believe me, I know. I've had to accept it. So truth hurts, yeah, but it heals once you've accepted that truth. Lies cause lives, in my opinion. Just a simple white lie can destroy so many things, and love is healing, so we gotta stop hating each other and then start loving more. That's what I think needs to go on. But yeah, we just wanted to hop on here and get to know some people, and you guys get to know us a little more and what we do and how we're living, and just know it ain't that bad, like whatever's going on in your life, there's good in it, We just got to see the good. The problem is we're too busy looking at all the negative stuff in our lives. You know what I mean? And when we get overwhelmed with negativity, we believe there's no way out, or that there's no help, or we can't do nothing. We feel hopeless. And we're we're not hopeless. We're not helpless. None of that. To extents, of course. There may be times we feel that way, but in reality, we gotta sit there and remain calm, collective, and cool, and then we could fix and figure out the problems. So, like when we got here, our trailer was destroyed. That was devastating, and we felt like we were helpless and hopeless and so on, right? And then in reality, we sat there and was like, you know what? We got wood, we got scrap this, we got that, we got things around the property. Let's build our house underground. You know what I mean? It saves on material, right? Our walls are dirt. So we don't need a whole lot of material for that because we have it all, right? We have rock, we have adobe mud, or adobe mud, clay mud. You know what I mean? We're in the desert, Arizona, so a lot of clay. And, through research throughout our lives and this and that, well, I'm not a professional, but hey, shoot, these walls are strong. Our roof is strong. It keeps the weather out. Like we've been here 3 years in this hole. And, we're slowly getting things going, like the roof, as you can tell, is not complete. Or the ceiling, I should say.
That's not good.
Our walls ain't done, our floors, and distractions, like not just distractions, just obstacles, trying to find work, job, stay afloat. One thing happened, then another happened, then this happens, and it's like, dang, you can never get your head above water, but you're still breathing, right? So that's a plus. So we make best, and we make do with what we got, Like, yeah, it's not a perfect home, a mansion, or a nice suburb house, or, in the hood, or whatever, or an apartment complex, but hey, we built this with our bare hands, and we're proud of it, We're happy.
We had shovels break on us, make it dig it too, so.
Yeah, we used our my grandpa's tools and stuff like that.
It's not what we need, but
exactly, it's home.
It's what we need.
It is home. It keeps us safe out of the weather. It's home. You're right. But yeah,
it's better than being in a town or city. To be honest, I like it out here.
Yeah, it's peaceful. It's
quiet.
Nice
and quiet.
Yeah.
Except for the train sometimes, but other than that, it's quiet.
And the only stress that we bring out here is just amongst ourselves. That we get to work out amongst ourselves because we don't have a bunch of other people in the cities having their say so and picking sides, choosing sides, and making us go against each other. Out here, we're just against each other and we work it out best we can, right? So it's a lot stressful, or it's less stressful. Yeah, it's less stressful than the city because our relationship was going up and down in the cities. Tell you what, shoot, family and friends, they pick sides and they start pointing these things out, and it's like, what? Yeah, and then sides start being chosen and, divide and conquer, and all that stuff. And it's like, it's none of their business. We need to work these things out ourselves.
And we have.
It's good to get outside, opinions and stuff like that to help, as long as they're positive thoughts, not negative shit.
No negatives here.
People be like, "Oh, we're trying to help. We're trying to help," and it's like, "Dang, man,
no, you're making it worse."
Yeah, you're saying that this person's doing this and that, he's doing, then you're dividing us, man, instead of bringing us together. But it's okay because we love each other, and fuck what people say. You know what I mean? To extents, because we do listen. We're just saying, like, on certain things. If it's negative stuff, and you just keep walking. Keep scrolling. Yeah.
We go with the flow.
But yeah, in case people haven't noticed, your world's on fire. Got thousands of fires worldwide. And they're saying, oh, it's a wildfire because of cigarette butts or because of this or fire. People left their campfires or people started fires. No, I think it's a little bit more than that. But yeah, so a lot of stuff that we've mentioned or whatever, we'll review together here in the next day or two on the Chromebook live. I'll go down the Chromebook and we'll go live. Well, we'll go live on the phone and then I'll show you on the Chromebook since I don't know how to do the little where you put yourself in a little corner and then you can show what all you're researching and showing on your screen. I have not learned that yet. I am illiterate when it comes to a lot of technologies, I guess you'd say. But I'm learning. I'm learning. I just got to do it a certain way, just the way I know, I guess. So yeah, we'll probably be showing a lot of crazy cool stuff. You know what I mean? Whether it's cryptoids or just disasters going on, because I feel like a lot of people need to know like there are multiple cities daily getting wiped out, and the world is not really showing it on the news as much as I believe they should. And we're all just distracted with these migrants, immigrants, and political BS and wars and rumors of war, and yeah, it's just a lot of stuff going on. So a lot of people acting weird, different, and crazy, and that's because I believe it's an energy change going on, and the world is changing. So there's just too much negative in the world, and we need more love. We need more truth. You know, that's the way we look at it. Well, it looks like the boys calmed down. Let's take a look at the boys.
Look at his belly. It's because I fed him.
Look at that. Phoenix. He said, I'm full. My stomach. Time to take a nap. Where's Chimmy Chimba? Look at that belly. Look at that belly. Yeah, big old little belly. Dang, look at that little head.
He got a big body, but little head.
We could change it up any way we want because, it's just playing in dirt, right? But yeah, we got a bed. We got electric. We got a well water. Drinkable, might I add. So hopefully we'll get a garden going soon. I'm going to do one indoors since snow's coming soon. Winter time and all that. And yeah, we're gonna get a garden going. Get some herb growing. Some food growing. Since I don't trust the food at the stores, neither should you. But sometimes we gotta go to the stores, right? So check your food. Stock up beans and rice. It's cheap, and not just that. Not only does it help feed people, right? It helps feed animals. Chickens, beans. They love it. It fills them up. Don't take much. It takes a cup. You can feed a few good chickens. You know what I mean? It does not take a whole lot of pinto beans. Pinto beans and rice is actually a good source for your canines. Your dogs. They love it. I'm telling you, it keeps them nice and thick. Lots of calories, and you know. So there's gonna be a time you ain't gonna be able to have the stores to go get dog food, right? People are just gonna let their dogs and animals loose, because they can't afford it. And that's sad, and beans and rice is very cheap right now. Not as cheap as it was, but it's pretty cheap. We get them by the rice by the 20-pound bag, beans by the 20-pound bag. Costs about what, $10?
Yeah.
About 10-12 bucks for a 20-pound bag. So that ain't bad, you know what I mean? And a 20-pound bag will feed our dogs for about what, 2 weeks almost?
Mm-hmm.
Almost 2 weeks. About that 20-pound bag. So 10-12 bucks, 24 bucks, right? What we would spend on dog food is ridiculous for 4 dogs. And we got big dogs. We got two big old 200 something pound Anatolian shepherds. And their babies are just getting bigger. And it takes what, at least two and a half bag, 45-pound, 50-pound bags of dog food to feed them for a month, right? So 3 bags, and it cost about what, $30 each. So that's $90 a month just for dog food. So what we do is we get a bag of dog food and we mix it with beans and rice. And then everything becomes way cheaper. Way cheaper. Yeah, at least, right? 100 just for one pit bull. And these shepherds are about the same heaviness, if not bigger. So that's what I'm saying, just takes a lot to feed these boys, and beans and rice. It's healthy for them, believe it or not. So that's a good thing to look into. And yeah,
And it's healthy too for them.
yeah, it's healthy for everybody, And it don't take a lot of those preservatives and everything that you find in all your other food, And like, believe it or not, shoot, the dog food ain't even really that healthy, And when you want healthy, good dog food, shoot, it costs so much for so little, Like if I was to get some like real good supplemental dog food and stuff like that, man, I would have to work 2 weeks, 40 hours just to support them because the dog food for the good stuff is like 60, 70, $80 just for one bag. Like, and we're getting the cheap dog food, you know, and mixing it with beans and rice, and that saved so much money, especially when we run out of dog food and stuff, and that's all you got. And we love our animals, and we're gonna do everything we can to keep them. And yeah, point being, we're gonna keep them. So gardens, grow gardens, like potatoes, onions, bell peppers, jalapenos, zucchini, watermelon, squash, all that stuff. Your body will feel better. Your body will love you for it. You know, McDonald's is too damn expensive and it doesn't give you anything for health, really. You know what I mean? So most of it's fake meat, fake food, soybean this and just a lot of preservatives and a lot of nasty stuff that your body really don't like. But yeah, it was fun to come on here and say hi to everybody. So we're gonna call it a video right now. I hope everyone enjoyed. And yeah, next time we go live, we'll be showing a lot of hurricanes, earthquakes and stuff going on around the world, wildfires and stuff like that. Stuff that really isn't being reported by the news. You know, uh,
Fires.
yeah, fires and stuff like that. So don't get discouraged about these wars and just be happy, you know. And if it gets too much for you, just turn this little box off. It makes a lot of difference. Make you feel good, less stressed out. Believe me, sometimes I gotta put the phone down and stop researching because I get stressed. Like, dang, there's a lot of people out there that don't know what's going on, and it gets stressful because it gets emotional. But yeah. So just find yourself a few good, truth, honest, loving people, and make a family. All right. So with that being said, we're gonna leave this on a positive note. Truth, love, peace, and chicken grease. We love you, and we hope you all have a good day. All right. Remember, love your neighbor, love your friend, love your stranger, love everybody around you. You know what I mean? You know who's who. So, all right, everybody. Glad to be on here live, and we hope to be on live. We hope to be on live more than we have been. All right. So, stay positive, stay in truth, stay in love. We love y'all. See you next time. I'm Michael. This is my wife, Cheyenne. And we're signing out. Truth, love, peace, and chicken grease. Or fried potato grease. Chicken grease. Whatever grease. All grease is good. Gravy grease. Bacon grease. Too much of a good thing's a bad thing. Alright, everybody. We love y'all. Now, let me see if I can figure this out. Alright. Until next time. Stay in truth.